Since the invention of movies, the entire foundation of how we watch them relies on one invisible trick: the cut. Editing grants a specific kind of control over reality. With a single slice of film, a director can skip the boring parts, move between continents in a second, and dictate exactly what we pay attention to. The legendary film editor Walter Murch compared a cinematic cut to a human blink. We blink subconsciously to separate ideas, reset our focus, and digest new information. A cut does the exact same thing for a movie. But what actually happens to our brains when a director takes away that edit? What happens when the camera simply refuses to blink? A continuous shot removes the buffer of the edit. It pulls the audience directly into the room, forcing them to experience life exactly as it ticks by in real time. This technique strips away our psychological distance. It forces us to lock in and endure the tension, effectively hijacking our nervous system for the duration of the scene. For decades, shooting an entire feature film in a single, unbroken take was a physical impossibility. The hardware simply wouldn't allow it. In the 1940s, standard film magazines were physically massive, but they could only hold about 1,000 feet of film. If you yelled action, you had exactly 10 minutes before the reel would run dry. That physical limit is what makes Alfred Hitchcock's 1948 thriller Rope a technical landmark. Hitchcock wanted the movie to unfold like a real-time stage play, an 80-minute dinner party with a dead body hidden in a chest. But he was shackled to giant color cameras that capped out at 10 minutes of recording time. To cheat, as the reel ran out, Hitchcock pushed the lens into a dark surface, like an actor's black jacket, plunging the screen to black. During that blackout, the crew swapped reels, reset the actors, started recording again, and pulled the camera backwards. To the audience, it looked like a simple zoom in and out. By fighting against the physical limits of early cameras, Hitchcock proved that the sensation of an unbroken take could be manufactured through clever technical choreography. Today, digital cameras can record for hours on end, but directors still rely on Hitchcock's illusion. With modern computer editing, it is easy to fake a continuous shot by hiding the cuts. This image demonstrates the modern color match. A character walks into a dark doorway at the end of take A and walks out of that same darkness in take B. The computer blends the shadows, seamlessly stitching two entirely different locations together. This animation shows the foreground wipe. As the camera tracks an actor, a passing element like a concrete pillar blocks the lens for a split second. Editors use that brief obstruction as an invisible line to splice the film. If you violently whip the camera to the side, it creates a fast, disorienting smear of color. That motion blur is messy enough to hide an edit right in the middle of the spin. Sometimes the cheat happens right on set. In A Texas Switch, an actor ducks behind cover while the camera is rolling, and a stunt double in the exact same wardrobe pops out the other side to take a dangerous fall. We have all these software tools and on-set magic tricks. We can simulate a long take perfectly. So why would any director subject themselves to the physical toll of shooting a real one? Because while simulated shots are impressive illusions, they lack the physical stakes of a marathon shoot. A fake cut carries no risk of failure. To see what happens when that risk is real, look at Sebastian Schipper's 2015 thriller, Victoria. There are no hidden cuts and no digital wipes. It is a single, uninterrupted camera rolling for 138 minutes straight on the streets of Berlin. The logistics were grueling. The cinematographer ran a 2-hour marathon with a heavy rig strapped to his body, tracking the cast through 22 different locations between 4:30 and 7 in the morning. The cast had a 12-page script and improvised almost every line. If someone forgot a word, if a microphone dropped into frame, or someone tripped on a curb, an hour into filming, the crew had to reset and start the whole movie over again from the beginning. Film theorist André Dazan believed this approach matters because standard editing is prescriptive. When a director cuts every few seconds, they dictate exactly what you are allowed to look at. An unbroken shot offers a subtle respect to the audience. It gives your eyes the freedom to wander the frame, absorb the environment, and discover the details of the scene on your own. More importantly, filming in real time changes the weight of every action. In a normal movie, a boring 3-hour car ride is chopped down to 5 seconds. In a true one-shot, you endure every second alongside the characters. The waiting builds a physical tension that standard editing usually avoids. Shipper knew that in standard thrillers, a cut acts as a psychological safety net. It quietly reminds you that you are watching a movie. By refusing to cut during a high-stakes bank robbery, he removes that net. You are trapped in the passenger seat of the getaway car with no way to look away. The true continuous take forces us to abandon our comfortable role as an audience. It leaves behind the realm of clever camera tricks to offer something rare: absolute, uninterrupted presence.